Hey everyone, we're going to go into the horses. So as you can see in the yard, they're all waiting for you. They're very interested to meet you, and I'm sure you're very interested to meet them. We do need to go over a couple of safety rules first. It keeps you safe and them safe. So the first one is, before you go into the yard, just check and make sure that everyone's tied up and no one's running around loose, and that makes it safe to go in. When you do go in, make sure that you approach your horse from the front so they can see you coming, because if you sneak up around them or you startle them, that's not very good for them, and then everyone gets nervous. So it's just a very slow approach up to the front, and especially don't run up behind them, because like if someone ran behind you, you'd be going, oh, what's happening? Well, so will the horse. So it's just make sure they can see you, make sure they know that you're coming, and then nobody gets any surprises. A special way to say hello is a horseman's handshake. So what you do is you go to the horse with your hand like that, and you hold it out to their nose so that they can sniff you. Don't do it that way, because you risk carrot fingers and they might get chomped. So hold your hand out, and you'll be able to feel them breathing on your hand, which is a lovely feeling. So just feel a few breaths, and then when you're comfortable and they're comfortable, take a deep breath out, and then just gently bring your hand up their face and give them a pat in between the eyes. You could reach up and give them a scratch on the ears, and just really enjoy it and stand there for a little while and breathe with them. Now, Cappy and Finn in particular are cheeky boys, and they nibble a lot. So if you're outside of the yard and they reach across to nibble at you, you just step back so that you're out of their reach. If you're in the yard with them and working with them and they go to nibble, jiggle the lead rope. So you'll learn a lot about jiggling ropes with doing this, but the first one is jiggle your lead rope towards them, and they'll go, okay, no, not allowed to do that. And it stops your clothes being ruined, stops them dragging you around. Captain likes to take buttons off and eat them, which I then have to have a sewing kit everywhere. So it's better if they learn not to nibble and you learn how to tell them not to. The other thing is, when you're working with your horses, make sure everyone's really well spread out. So you don't want to be stuck in between two horses, because if they decide to have a bit of a nark at each other, or someone wants your attention and your horse goes, no, I love them, don't come near me, you can be the squishy in the middle. So keep a nice safe distance from the other horses. And when you're walking around, if others are in the yard with you, just keep an eye on what they're doing. So if someone's coming a bit too close, you can always move away a little as well. So we just try and make it nice and safe for you and for the horses. Also, when you're working with your horse, when you're up close and patting them and working with them, that's fantastic. But when you're not, try and keep an arm's distance away. And again, it's so that if they jump or something happens, they're not going to tread on your foot, they're not going to bump you, because they are a lot heavier than you are. So it's just keeping that safe distance. One important thing is our lead ropes. So, sorry, just attacked by a Doberman puppy. Don't do your lead ropes like this, because what will happen if you've lassoed your hand and the horse goes, oh, I see something over there that I want, they're actually going to grab your hand and they're going to drag you, and you will hit the dirt and it will hurt. So don't do that. It's an easy mistake to make. I tend to do it as well, so I check my hands and make sure. The easiest way is to actually layer it on your hand like that. So you've got it, you've got good control and your horse is there. But if they get startled or something happens, you just do that. And you're instantly safe, you can't get caught up. And just make sure not to step forward and get it around your legs as well. So the horse will generally stand there, so you can pick it up. I see, I nearly looped it. And do that again. And then you're all ready to go. Another thing with the lead rope, remember I was saying about jiggling? If you're walking them and they start to get too far ahead, just lift your lead, jiggle it, and the horse will go, oh, hang on, yep, okay. And they will actually slow down, and then they'll back up so that they're walking beside you nice and politely. So jiggling lead ropes, keep a safe distance and no carrot fingers. And I'll keep reminding you, if you have any questions, no such thing as a silly question, and we'll make sure that everyone's safe and secure and has fun.